Lesson number 118 is about English volume conversions, and this is just referring to using English customary units rather than metric units. So our first question says, use 3 unit multipliers to convert 14 cubic feet to cubic inches. So if we want to use 3 unit multipliers to do that, we're going to need to say 14 cubic feet, and we're going to write feet times feet times feet in order to do this, and we're going to put it all over 1, because when we use unit multipliers, we're using fractions. Now, if we're converting cubic feet to cubic inches, we're going to have to use 3 unit multipliers so we can write them out. That's what the problem tells us to do. And we're going from feet to inches, so if we've got feet in the numerator, we need feet in the denominator. And we need that 3 times, because we originally had cubic feet. Then inches will be in the numerator. And we know there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so we can fill that in as we go backwards. The feet all cancel. Feet in the numerator, feet in the denominator. Feet and feet, feet and feet, they all cancel. So we've got our final answer. We're going to have 1 in the denominator. In our numerator, we're going to have 14, we can write over here, times 12, times 12, times 12. Or we could write 14 times 12 to the 3rd power, and our label is cubic inches. So we could write inches to the 3rd power. Then this is how we can report our answer. In fact, this will be the best way to report your answer. Because if you were to multiply 12 times 12 times 12, then multiply it by 14, well, I know you can do that multiplication, and you're using time to do something I already know that you can do. So I'd rather you work with your answer this way, and then move on to your next question. Let's look at another one. Here we have to use 6 unit multipliers to convert 140 cubic yards to cubic inches. So we're going to go from yards to inches, and we're going to have to go from yards to feet to inches. So we've got 140 cubic yards. We're going to have 140 yards times yards times yards, because it's yards to the 3rd power, cubic yards. This is all over 1. Then we're going to multiply by 6 unit multipliers. We'll make them small so we can fit them all in here. We've got 5, and we've got 6. Then we get our answer. So we're going from yards to feet first, so we must have yards in the denominator and feet in the numerator. That's so yards cancel. We're going to do that 3 times, so we can cancel out all of our yards. We know there's 3 feet in 1 yard, so we'll do that each time. Then we can cancel. Yards divided by yards cancels. Yards divided by yards cancels. And yards divided by yards cancels. Then we have to go from feet to inches. So, since we have feet in the numerator, to cancel it, we need 1 in the denominator. And we're going to have to do that 3 times. We know we're going from feet to inches, so inches go in the numerator. And we know there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So we can fill all those in. And now we can cancel our feet. Feet cancel with feet. Again. And again. And now we can find our answer. So we've got 140 times 3, and we're going to get that times 3 to the 3rd power, times 12 to the 3rd power, and our answer must be in cubic inches, or inches to the 3rd power. Again, this is my preferred way for you to report your answer. If you really want to do the multiplication, 140 times 3 cubed times 12 cubed, you could, but it's going to take you several minutes. And this answer will get you full credit each time. Now remember, the key thing with these unit multipliers is to figure out which units you're going to cancel and write them first. Then fill in your values, like 3 feet is 1 yard. Then go ahead and multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, in order to find your answer. Remember, if you've got multiplication or division to do, with or without exponents, you don't need to do it to get the correct answer. Our lesson practice will be on page 373. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.